Hello, Professor. This is my 5-minute presentation video in preparation for the theories paper. I'm losing my voice. I apologize. But I decided that I'm going to do my paper on segregation, and I formed a question that's going to help me answer what I'm trying to achieve in my paper. So my question is, what effects has racism had on society historically, as well as how it still affects society now, especially in the educational system? So the way I plan to format it is, obviously my introduction will go over what I'm trying to achieve in the paper and the different topics and things I will be covering. My first paragraph will be more of the historical and in the past things. So I definitely plan to use the James Baldwin versus William F. Buckley paper. I think it does a great job going over what has happened historically, and it answers the question: has the American dream been achieved at the expense of the American Negro? Which I think will definitely help me develop that past point of view. And then in my second paragraph, I plan to go over the present. So I plan to use more evidence here because this is how society is now. And this is really what I'm trying to get at. So the first piece of writing I think I will use in this paragraph is racism without racist colorblind racism and the persistence of racial inequality in the U.S. I think this is a really big piece of writing that I will use because of the colorblind racism. I like that idea because that's something I've never really noticed, and I feel like this writing definitely opened my eyes to some things in our society today that definitely goes like colorblind, definitely just gets kind of like shoved over. So I think that will definitely be something I touch upon a lot. The second piece of writing I decided to use in this second body paragraph is A Raisin in the Sun. I think this also does a good job kind of tying the knot of society today and the things that are really just going on today. This does a great job going over more of the evolution of racism. So everything from the past to now and how racism either still carries on or how it's evolved, gotten better, gotten worse. And then my third piece of writing is Thandeka Learning to Be White. I think this is also a good writing to add into this paragraph because it explains how like it's more about being accepted and like I don't know, I feel like it's like being accepted and fitting into our society, how we could fit into the norms almost. I feel like that's a good way to put it. And then my last paragraph is going to be more in the educational system and schools. This is something I definitely want to touch upon because this is a grad class for the educational program, and I intend to be an educator one day. So the first piece of writing I decided to use is the old Deluder Act. I like how it goes over the evils of the educational system, and I think that's something that could definitely go into this. If we're talking about racism in the educational system, it's definitely an evil that we face. The second piece of evidence I decided to use is Brown versus Board because again, like it was a case that has to do with the educational system. And then the last one I decided to pick was the two ideals of educational justice. Okay, so I mean, I'm gonna go through all these writings and refresh everything. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty good formation. If you have any type of recommendation, please let me know. I'm definitely open to other ideas. And thank you.